Hello, everyone. I'm going to read to you a longer passage from my book, Mournful Wanderer. Alice wrapped her slender fingers around the pages of her ink stained diary. Often associated with recollections of tragedy, the diary had become the one place where she could store her emotions, negative or otherwise. Directly to her right, the sun slithered through the window, outside of which rested the fleeting potencies of daylight. The sun, in all of its divine glory, had brought her life, but night would soon be upon her, bringing with it all of the cruelties of hell. At night, Alice envisioned life as it really was, cruel and unforgiving. During daylight hours, she could suppress her pain, albeit only partially, but at night, the spirits of the past, brought together by forces beyond the barriers of the material world, consumed her thoughts. The last time she had peered into her diary, trifle sentiments of curiosity washed over her, but when she opened it again, a very different set of feelings moved into her heart. Even before she started to interpret the words on the page, her hands had already entered into a series of fierce convulsions, most of them involuntary. Around the edges of the diary, stains of perspiration could be detected. Acting as one entity, the tints of moisture slid against her fingertips, usually unusually stealthy in every gesture that they conceived. Never being one to flee from uncertainty, Alice chose to embrace her feelings of apprehension, even if doing so ultimately deprived her of sanity. The past had returned to haunt her, and there was very little, if anything, she could do to stop it. Many times before, usually while fast asleep, Alice had experienced lucid visions of suffering, but for reasons that she couldn't seem to grasp, those very same visions had entered her waking life. Various times throughout the day, they would interfere with her visualizations, almost always motivated by sinister forces. With very little left to lose, Alice embraced the writings within her diary, one sentence at a time. All of the configurations, both large and small, fortified her mind against the intrusions of the interior world. Outside of some insatiable miracle, there appeared to be no way of preventing her mind from entering into the lucid reality of the diary. Several times her eyes attempted to venture away from the fragmented pages, but her unyielding curiosity, along with her tenacious ambition, refused to be suppressed, either by natural or unnatural forces. The words edged closer to her congealing eyes, almost making contact with the moist surfaces, before finally dissipating altogether. Several images entered her mind, at least some of them unintelligible. Similar to dreams, the images circulated within her disjointed mind, only occasionally entering into states of corporeality.